little old lady. Uh-oh. Running through the first story, and then we'll be coming to you. All right, guys. Not that I just won't be engaging in the chat because I can do so many things at once, but I can't do that many things at once. But if you're just now joining, I'm doing a little behind the scenes. So TMZ popped into my DMs and was like, hey, would you like to join our live today? And since they like to exploit me, I'm going to do it back to them. So I'm going to go ahead and live their live. You know what I mean? Like drive people to my channel. So I'll share the video later if you don't want to stick around and watch, but you can just see kind of behind the scenes, like how it goes. Because the last couple of times that I've done it, they literally just go, 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 go. And then they rush you and then they go, sorry, you're going to have to wrap it up in 5 seconds. And you're like, I can't even give my statement. So this time I actually grew a little bit of pair and I was like, hey, can I have my story go a little earlier? Otherwise I'm kind of out because I don't want to get like rushed. I feel like the last two, this will be my 3rd time. Thank you so much. I love women supporting women. You're amazing. I love supporting other people. This is great. Thank you so much. Hey, Wordy Toast. I'm going on TMZ Live, LOL. I'm going to have to ignore the chat for a minute when I go on so that I don't mess up what my thoughts are. But what's hip hop happening? If you're just now joining, I'm about to jump. I'm about to join TMZ Live. And what that means is you guys are going to see the behind the scenes because they use me, so I use them. And then I could tell you a little bit more about how it goes. But this time around, I did ask for like a little extra, like, hey, can you put me at like the first story or one of the first stories? Because I'm tired of them like rushing me. And they slid into my DMs literally this morning. Like I didn't know about any of this. And they go, hey, do you have time right now to talk about this Kansas City story? So here I am. I made time. So I got to put my phone up here. You guys are down here. I got to see what they can see from this so that I can view and see where we are. And Ralph needs to stop snoring so much. Ralph, get it together, buddy. No more snoring. It's showtime, baby. Showbiz. Okay, we've got Chiefs in view. Okay, we can see some things. Okay. It looks good. I just don't want them to see my laptop and go, who is this? What's happening? It says they're in a meeting. Oh, you guys, what's happening? Thank you for the heart puffs, by the way, Wordy Toast, and the roses. Team Woman, yes, heck yeah. Man supporting, I love that too. I love a supportive friend. And then I want to talk a little bit about, there was a letter that was just filed. So if you guys are following me with the Baldoni Lively stuff, go read the letter. And then after TMZ, we'll talk about it together. And I'll go in blind. Because that's how I like to do things. Is just wing it, you know? So if you guys are checking it out, I'm going on TMZ Live. This is a little BTS. What are you growling at, Ralph? Don't be doing that while I'm... Hey. Are you dreaming? Your eyes are open. I see you. I'll tell you what. As soon as you get on the phone, the children start acting up. The dog starts barking. Alas, it could be silent all the way up until this point. But the minute that you are, hey, on an important phone call, it is like... I'm getting toasty. I'm getting roasty toasty. I'm getting warm. I can't wait to turn my emotional support fan back on. Holy cow. I feel like there needs to be noise because I am a naturally anxious person. In the meanwhile, I'm going to talk about my just into the void, because if I keep looking at comments, I won't get this assessment done, and I need to do that assessment really fast. You guys would be amazed. My brain only works in multitasking, and I don't know why. but I thrive at it. I need to have noise constantly going in order to keep my thoughts straight. But in the meantime, what I'll tell you is that for Thanksgiving, I'm planning on going up to my parents' house in Iowa. So I'll wait a couple of days here and then I'll pop on over and I'll go. I think we're going to go up on actually Thanksgiving. But my favorite Thanksgiving food is green bean casserole right now, probably. Other than bread and butter. Like any vehicle of bread and butter entering my, like that's all I want. Like if it's a nice croissant, if it's a dinner roll, if it's a crusty bread of sort, I don't care. I'm eating it. Turkey, I could leave it. Ham, I could leave it. I like my aunt always made this casserole with like rice and broccoli, like a cheesy, ricey broccoli casserole. I could fuck that up pretty good too. But I don't know if we're making that. And then I learned about another dish from a friend growing up, and we usually will make that too. We call it macaroni corn. I don't know the name of it, but you literally take Velveeta and you clip it up. Wordy Toast, I recorded a whole video for Trader Joe's. I need to edit it still. But the macaroni corn, focus. Macaroni corn is Velveeta chopped up into dice, and then you take 1 cup of noodles, 1 can of regular corn, 1 can of cream corn, and you put it all in a pan. And you use like the tiny Velveetas. Then you take butter pats and you put butter pats all over the top. You mix the corn and the noodles and the Velveeta together. Then you put butter pats over the top and you bake that sucker. And what comes out is the most like the noodles suck up the corn juice. Ooh, that's probably my favorite one. It's so good. And it's like the way that the cheese cooks gets all weird. And like, of course it's Velveeta, so it's like not real, it's like just that weird gooey gelatinous, like, They're really taking their sweet ass time, I'll tell you what. This is the other thing that pisses me off about TMZ. Every time I've done this, not once has it been on time. Not one fucking time. They literally will go, we need you at 12:15, and then it's like the last time they pushed me out by over an hour, and I was just sitting there like, am I just supposed to be on hold? Like, I'll just be done. So, running behind. They'll be coming to me. That's the last message they gave. I'm from the UK. Are there Thanksgiving dips? It's more like, Sarah, there's a gathering, and it's like a reason to bring dips for a gathering is most likely like, I would say typically people would like, you're meeting up with a bunch of people. If I was assigning people to bring something, I'd say like, yeah, bring an appetizer or a dip or something. And so then people would bring dips or appetizers and things to dip in it. Because it's just things to graze on while the food's finishing off and et cetera, et cetera. That's kind of why I was like, the holidays are coming up. We need like we need to know what dips are out there and what's trash and what isn't trash. I didn't realize it was going to go the way that it's going, but there's a lot of people that are watching it. I'd say if you're watching it, go watch it on YouTube, because YouTube actually pays me money. TikTok does not. They don't want to. They don't want to do it. Okay, we've got a V7. 12:37. TMZ is officially 12 minutes late, and I'm annoyed. No. 15 plus 12. No. Wow, Katie. Let me reset. 37 minus 15 is 20. They're 22 minutes behind. That's annoying to me. It's 22 minutes of my time. But hey, I needed a little variant, and I'm glad that they invited me back and they weren't too grumpy about me being rude to them. Not that I was like, it was unjustified, because they are little bitch asses sometimes, but they just need to quit printing. Like, I'll call people on their just like people in my real life. I'll call you on your bullshit. Like, and I'm not afraid to do it and point out what's wrong. But when people blatantly post wrong and correct, like, it's just like, no, it's bullshit. And so I didn't want people to run with that, because that's what ends up happening, right? What else is happening? How many people? 25. Oh my gosh. I have had 3 people send it to me this morning. I'm an Aldi. I love Aldi too. I'm so happy people are sending you my video. That's funny. Somebody asked me to open it. Calling very soon is the new message they just sent. Okay, guys, I'm going to hide you because I feel like that's a good warning. Whatever. I don't know. Then you guys can hear them and you'll hear what they say. It's usually just producers. So I see just what everybody else sees, which is just a video of Harvey. And then it's like producers that pop up. And I can't see the producers. There's just people in the background with headphones. This person doesn't have any, they don't have any wounds. They don't have any issues with their skin, which is great, fantastico on my part. They're eating. Oh, she's dependent on staff to feed her, which is fine. Then we've got 25. Oh, she's not eating too good. Somebody needs to help Granny out. Okay, well, how's she doing with fluids though? Fluids. But I recorded I'll edit it right after this. I think I was going to edit it and then I got the DM from TMZ. So I'm going to edit the video right after this. I'm going to do a couple of assessments. So this will be my plan, you guys, because I really got to strategize. I don't know what filing just came out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to do this TMZ live. I'm going to complete these other 2 assessments. Then I'm going to edit the video and submit it. And then I'm going to finish doing more assessments. And then I'll jump on the phone call. Oh God, it's okay. Here we go. It's go time.
Katie, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. We're so excited to have you today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where's Taylor? See your name, location, and your comment that you have ready. And you're going to go on when we say go, go, go. And while you're hearing them talk about the story right now, if you'd like to add anything, feel free to do that as well, okay?
Okay.
An NFL broadcast. And context matters because she was seen all the time last season. There was rightfully a big deal made about. And there was
rightfully
in ratings because people wanted to see Taylor Swift. Ordinarily wouldn't have watched the games. So now she's vanished.
Yeah. Well, you know, first things first, a lot of people were complaining that they didn't want to see her that much. Of course, those people are not the majority. Those are
vanishes from NFL.
Yeah, if you have any thoughts about not being shown like on the NFL broadcast, please add that in.
Okay, that's why I'm wondering. That's different from the headline that you said because
they like switched the angle a little bit.
I was gonna say.
They're just talking about her not being shown as much, but your comments still work. She could say, "We love having her here. She's our good luck charm," and you can say, "I hope we can see more of her," something like that. You know.
Well, I think she's trying to focus more in on, or let Travis have his thing, and she's trying to do her thing. So
exactly,
she's just there as a supportive, because people would hate on her regardless, and then that would just draw attention away from the Chiefs. So that's why I think she's kind of just not vanishing, but she's kind of chilling a little bit, you know?
Exactly. Can you say all of that whenever we come to you?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All of its broadcast partners don't show. But why would she ask that?
She'll be coming to you soon.
Okay.
Maybe because she wants to make it more about Travis and his game and not about her. Remember, she said she wouldn't play the Super Bowl halftime show if Travis was playing because it was more about him.
So she has the power to say to the NFL, "Don't show me."
Yeah, she sure does.
If they did,
that was a rhetorical question because you know the answer.
That's hard.
Boy, the head of astronomer must be kicking himself that he didn't ask that. He doesn't have that power.
Yeah.
Well, hi, it's Katie in Kansas City. And yeah, Taylor Swift has probably talked to the NFL and said, hey, don't be shy. Let's let Travis have his moment, because she has been acting as that supportive future wife, right, in the background. And I think that it's good that she's not being shown all the time. It's just going to draw attention away from the Chiefs. So being a huge Chiefs fan, I was so happy to see that Harrison Butker really came in for that last minute OT field goal. It was amazing. And so I think that we all here in Kansas City are excited that Taylor continues to show up for her future hubs, and that she is definitely laying down the roots to be a Kansas Citian for life.
That is interesting. Harrison was the game winner. Harrison was the game winner on a day where what we're really talking about is Taylor being pretty much a trad wife.
Yeah.
I don't want the
You said it, not me. You.
All right, thank you. That was perfect.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys having me on. Have a great day.
You as well. Have a nice day. Thank
Yeah, talk later. Ew, she's not a trad wife. That's it. So that's what happened. Hi. Taylor Swift is a fucking billionaire. If I wanted to be as genuine as I could, Taylor Swift is literally a fucking billionaire. And yes, she has the power to tell the NFL, no, do not pan to me. Do not have cameras point at me. 1050%. And not just because she's a trad wife or whatever. And I know that's the angle, but so let me tell you what happened here. Let me give you a little BTS because you guys have been with me since the beginning. Yeah, it was so quick, Sarah. That's the whole thing. I remember my first one. I was so nervous and I spent like all day like hyper focused in on it. But they sent me this link. And so the link said like the title, let me pull it up. Where's it at? I could probably just where's my bookmark or not bookmark, my history. Yeah. It says the article that they sent me said it's Taylor Swift watches Travis Kelce win in a nail-biter Kansas City game, right? And the headline of the thing says, Taylor Swift, my man stampeded the Colts, watches Chiefs win in Kansas City. Now, between them sending me that story and going, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Because they have to kind of pre-approve. No, it's an exposure thing, Nay. They don't pay me at all. It's fine. I think in the end, it's more of it's kind of a fun thing to be like, honestly, the reason why I continue to do it, and I don't know if I'll do it forever, I chose to go on TMZ today after they slid into my DMs and they go, hey, we would love to have you on today to talk about this Kansas City Taylor Swift story. And I was like, ooh, tell me more. Mainly the reason why I accepted is because I was like, I've been ragging on them for bullshitting headlines and fucking up lately. And I've also been on their TMZ live twice. And so I was like, I'm having these mixed, like, what are you guys doing? But I understand also that it's a gossip media. They're literally gossip. That is their whole fucking stick is gossip. They are not, they don't have that same integrity reputation that other outlets, like they need to have ethics, but they don't have to have all of that, And so anyways, I was like, I will go on today mainly because they sought me out, one. And two, I went ahead and I asked, I was like, hey, every time I've done this, it's been rushed and rude. Like they just go, oh, shoot, you have to cut it down and just say like one little thing. And like that sucked. And so this time I was like, hey, if I can be on in the beginning, like, and talk about your lead story, then that's it. And they were like, yeah, this is the lead story. And I was like, great, perfect. So because of that, I went ahead and did this. But they don't pay me. They don't do whatever. I don't know if they have to say all the buzzwords for clicks, but what ended up happening, so if you guys have been, so what happened was, they sent me this article. I sent them my comment, which my comment was kind of like, we love having Taylor here putting down roots in Kansas City. And if you heard that producer, I saw when they popped up on the live, I saw the title on the bottom and it said, Taylor Swift vanishes from the NFL. And I was like, what? And because that's the more gossipy headline. That's the more teasy, like what is forward facing and what they sent me was very, what's a good word for it? Very, it was very like, I want to say clinical, but that's not it's very, like just, yeah, I'm a secret agent for good. That's a great way of looking at it, Nate. Broad. Yeah. It was very straightforward. It was very direct. Like there was no bullshit weaved in. And so they took that very direct headline, polished, yeah, and just very like manipulated and twisted it into, okay, let's go from the angle of like, ooh, instead of Taylor just attending the game and that being the headline, because that's not really a great headline. They workshopped it in the background before we went on this TMZ live, and they put on the bottom there and it said Taylor vanishes. So if you guys go back and you hear me say, wait, that's different from what the story is. And she goes, yeah, we kind of worked it. The producer was like, we kind of worked it in the background and we decided to go at it from this angle. So if you have other commentary that's different, and that's when you heard me talk a little bit, I was like, well, you know, and that's when I was like, she's not vanishing from and then, so I had to live rework what I was saying already, which can also be sometimes confusing. So, hi guys, how's it going? Hi, Marta. So anyways, that's kind of the funny part. I guess it's, you got to take things like this with a grain of salt, and you got to take it with a understanding that this isn't probably real. This is the same as, this isn't real. It isn't real. This manipulation of a story is the same as those magazines that you walked up on at the grocery line and everything that you learned going in, because that's the salacious stuff. That's the thing that's going to draw readers in. That's the thing that's going to make people want to read your story and drive traffic to your thing and bring engagement. And it's the same way with like your videos, like even the most, you know, what I'm having a trouble with word finding today. Even the most like ethical TikTokers or whatever, if they have a hook in the beginning of your thing, more people are going to see your video than ever. So you have to have something that's going to grab somebody's attention. Otherwise, they're going to swipe and keep going, right? And so, yes, over time, but you will accrue like a community like I kind of have with following the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively bullshit. In the end, what happens is in order to even get to that part, sometimes you have to do what I'm telling other people who want to try to do TikToks or just make content online is you have to bait before you can brand, because I have always been who I am. I have always been this personality. This is who I've been my whole fucking life. This is who I am. But nobody's known that or seen that, because first off, it's hard to break out of that shell when you make videos, but in the end, nobody is going to watch your content or learn who you are as a person unless you have something that they want or something to draw their attention and keep them. So it is tabloid. J-Mom, that's what I was looking for. The tabloid media. So there's legacy media, there's tabloid media. Like they're in the same category as TMZ, people.com, any of those fucking magazines. All of that is in tabloid media. So it's one of those things where I think that for anybody that's looking to just start making videos, this TMZ Live has been one of the coolest fucking things that I've gotten to do in the last year. There's been so many things making content that I started making content almost a year ago today. But not today, but January ish is when I really started creating videos more frequently. And I cannot believe the shit that has come from it. The things that I've done, the people I've talked to, I'm on TMZ Live. Like, how wild is that? Like, the brands that have reached out, the things that have come from, like, I was interviewed for an article in The Atlantic back in like April, March, like early, where they mocked me and said, you know, for such a small following. And it was like, oh, so it's just like, there's been so much that has come from this that if anybody is just, I know people always go, oh, you need a niche, you need to do this, you need to do that. And in the end, no, you don't. Because why? I am who I am. I'm interested in what I'm interested in. And if somebody doesn't like that, they can, you know, not follow anymore. And maybe I know there's creators that I followed for certain periods of my life and then unfollowed or whatever. And so you just kind of gotta do your thing. But thank you for seeing the behind the scenes. I think I'm going to post this just up to YouTube in case anybody wants to see what's hip hop happening. And then, let me know your thoughts or if anybody has questions maybe. And then, I did want to ask, there's only 28 people here now, so it's our own little intimate secret, but would anybody be interested in like an AMA type of style of video, or like what kinds of videos do you want to see from me? Not that I'm just a performance monkey, but you know, if there's something that's like, Katie, I want to see Katie do this, or I want Katie, that would be awesome if I saw that. Maybe just shoot me a DM, or you can comment here or etc. and we can kind of go from there. But thank you all. I'm looking to vary the types of things that I do, because it's not like I personally am getting tired of certain videos that I create, and I'm not specific. I'm not gonna be specific as to which ones, but there's certain ones where I'm like, do I have to do that? And so I just skip it, and then I don't, because it's my platform. I'll do what I want, you know. So anyway, J Mom, you've been in and everybody in Wordy Toast. Thank you so much. Give your loved ones happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for being here. The auction one. Oh, I should go back. Somebody told me about a different auction that's over here in Kansas City, and I've never been, but apparently they have paper bidding, and I was like, I don't know what kind of Wild West that is. I think I just need to get back to doing what I started doing with this. Is I'm literally just filming my life. Like, I'm not going to that auction because I'm going to the auction to film a content, you know? I literally was like, I have to go to this auction. Oh, I might as well just film it while I'm there, you know? And so I'm just going to keep like giving as much glimmers as I can of my life. Like, oh, I'm going to cook dinner with my kids, or I'm making dinner, might as well record it. Or I don't do great at the getting ready because it's always chaos at those times is the hard part, is that it's literally from the like wild times, getting kids out of the house, getting things going. It's like, if I can do this in the car on the way, so getting ready with me isn't always realistic. So, wow, Chex Mix. It's so good. Yeah. The meals and the snacks. That's the stuff I love to do. Thank you. No, it's not even the Baldoni coverage. I like doing, Sarah. I think it's just stuff that I put on myself, you know. It's not that it's those videos, but my conversational videos. Okay. The dip one was good too. Yeah. Okay. That's my goal. Okay. I have to do these 2 assessments, and then I'm going to go. That's what I got to keep on track. We're at 1 p.m. already. Guys, I got to go. I love you all. I will look up the Brothers lore. Thank you so much, J Mom. I'm going to put this video on YouTube, and then we'll talk again soon. Bye. If it's still going.